for a vacay.
Number 13.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some in. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Khalil Ware.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the center. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell in at the point. Now Ball. After Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Ball penetrating up and in on the layup. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Ball, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense.
Miami with the ball. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball. And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Ball. He has 5. And he jams it with authority.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he shows you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
And he's good on the second. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
And he makes all 3.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Shots good by Miller.
How about the agility Miller possesses? Outstanding work in that pick and roll.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wiggins kicks to Powell. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. Hero from long range. And again, it's the Heat missing. Hornets leading by 3. Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Ball, the pass to Bridges. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Mitchell.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Now here's Powell. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bridges a screen on Hero. To the middle. And there's Bridges on the assist by White. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Yep, that one goes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 3-point game. To the paint. Here's Diabate.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. There's Hero with the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Back to White. He's defended by Ware. It's blocked.
Let's check out some stats for Tyler Hero. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Powell, he's checked in for the Heat. Jonas comes in for Hero. Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's White. It's a 3-point game. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Rozier, he's checked in for Jonas. And then for Charlotte, Salon's checked in. And it's McNeely in for Bridges. Ware, no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Ball. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Rozier with the ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Hornets ahead, up by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got McNeely. White is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Williams. Hornets leading by 3. And here is Ball. He has 7. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Here's Ball. After the Heat pick up 2. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
The Heat trail by 5. Powell outside. To the inside. Pass to Larson. They set the screen. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Ball. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 4th, Kobe White.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
So both teams making some changes here. First free throw is good.
It's obvious that LaMelo Ball loves making trouble for the defense. He loves to go right at guys in attacks without hesitation.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 5. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Where, no good. Charlotte shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Left side, Miller. Shoots over Hakeem. Miller, no luck.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
Hornets leading by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Hero against Ball. On D, Adebayo knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's Ball. 13 points in the game.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
Here's Powell. 7 points in the game. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Knippel. He's defended by Ware. Now, here is Miller. He had 31 points in the win against Atlanta. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Pass to Ware. Adebayo down low. Covered by Miller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Wiggins comes in for Khalil Ware. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Norman Powell.
Well, you know, in addition to his scoring ability, Bam has shown you he's just an all-around threat. He'll rebound, defend, and make plays for other guys.
Now, here's Ball. 15 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Jaquez. 23 points for him in the last game against New Orleans.
And he also picked up 3 steals, really making an impact at both ends.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
Now, here's Ball. Miller with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Ball. Rebound by Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if you give Wiggins enough space, he will take and make those type of shots. Very decisive out there.
Now, here's Ball. Driving the lane. The layup missed.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. There's Hero with the 3. No good that time. Good D by Miller. Here's Ball. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Miami. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards could swing this game.
But do they have the personnel? All right, fellas. Let's now... That'll do it for our show tonight.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
They've got Wiggins. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
Mitchell looking it over. Over Ball. That's tipped.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Mitchell outside. Kicks it out to Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Yes, that goes in.
Well, that's just a classic 2-man game right there with Hero. Called for the pick, and he found some room to operate.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's Miller with the jam.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Outside, Hero. Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ball against Mitchell. Outside, Ball. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
gets the ball. Jacks up a three. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Hornets lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Powell outside. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Here's Ball. No good on that one. Good D by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. 8-point game. Wiggins. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 6th rebound on the night. Miller with a screen on Mitchell. Ball, the pass to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Bridges with the steal. Down low, Diabate.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Hero, no good. Hornets leading by 12. Inside, here's Knipple. And Bridges able to finish.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Adebayo. Nails the baby hook. Adebayo's got 10.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Pass to Knipple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Quite simply, you need to run Knipple off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Jokic Jonas in for Hero.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
Here's Jokic Jonas. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Charlotte, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got White. Knipple out there with Bridges. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. Mann in the corner. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Mann's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Powell outside. Jaquez outside. Here's Ware. Drills it from outside.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Here's man, guarded by Powell. Now man takes it inside, and it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Powell for three. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And what? That one goes careening off the glass. Powell down low. White's there. Is with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Hornets leading by 16. Bridges a screen on Powell. Here's man, and he drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Norman Powell. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
First one falls for him. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's man. He's covered by Hero. Down low. Stolen by Hero. And here we go. Fast break, and Hero's got it. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Man with it. Clock at 6. Now Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Mitchell against White. Now Green. The 3 is off. Now Wiggins. From deep. And it misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hornets leading by 18. And here's White. Williams a screen on Hero. Hero there for the rebound.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hornets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
White pulls it down.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Green with a screen on Hero. And he banks the layup in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Here's Powell. Jacks up a three. Adebayo trying again, and he lays that one in. Here's Man. Great D. That forced that miss. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.